Hello there. Today is the next stage of applying the gesso to the back of the tea stained paper. And today I'm going to be using this cutout. It's not really a stencil. I would say it's probably similar to what I was using yesterday. I'm going to use the flower on one corner, and then I'm going to try to use the leaves on the other side. So we shall see how it works out. And like I said, this is how to use gesso, the beginner's guide, so it's new for you and new for me. So, and one of the tips that I will share with you that my husband taught me, because he's in remodeling, is I put my sponge brush in a Ziploc bag, and I didn't have to clean the gesso off of it, so it keeps it moist and it won't dry out. Okay, now I'm going to put, I'm going to leave this on the side. Now, a blob just fell in the center there, so we'll have to retrieve that in a minute. Okay, so we're going to press it in, and I'm not sure because this is really a delicate piece, so it's going to take me a little bit just to see how it's going to work. We'll retrieve that blob that fell in the middle. Not too little blob. Okay, so this is looking pretty cool. I can't wait to show you in a moment what it actually looks like. Okay, put a little bit more. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Here's the reveal. Oh, that's so cute. What do you think? Can you see that pretty good? Okay, now let's do the leaf on the other side. So this is just a cutout. Actually, a friend sent me these. I don't know where she bought them, and I don't even know if she would remember. I will check and see if the package, if I still have the package, and then I can give you the name. And it's okay if some of the gesso gets on the envelope, just as plain, because that's usually how I see people do it, is they're just applying it plain. They're not using a stencil, but I don't like plain. So that's why I thought of the stencil idea. And I don't know, maybe somebody else has thought of that too, because there's always somebody that's thought of something before you thought of something. Okay, now there's the leaf pattern. I hope you can see that clearly. And moving on to the other four, I'm going to be doing the back. Okay, so let's see. I'll place it right there. Alright, now more. Alrighty. This is so cool. I love doing crafts. This is how, it's just very therapeutic. I know if you're a crafter, even if you're a beginning, wanting to get into it, but it's just really therapeutic. And if you have any kind of a health issue, it really helps you keep your mind off of it and do something and make pretty things for yourself and for other people. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay, I like the effect. What do you think? I think it's pretty cool. Okay, now we're going to put the flower on this side. Okay. I'm just leaving the container cap open today because I kept opening and closing it yesterday. And when you do something for the first time, it's kind of awkward. But then the more you do it, the better you become at it. And then you can recognize little shortcuts that you can take the next time. So it has a little spout, so it's not going to dry out in between like glue would. So this is paint and chalk. And I will still make my own gesso as soon as I can find the white chalk. If I have to order it online, I will do that. Oh, that is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I think it just turns out really adorable. Okay. This is envelope number 2. We have 3 to go. And I'm just alternating. I'm laying the flower on one side and the leaf on the other side, because if you remember correctly, if you watched my other previous videos on the tea staining and then the stamping, I put the teacup with the succulent pattern on the middle of this envelope in the back. So I'm working around that pattern. So I hope you will subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. And let me know what you're working on. I'd love to see what you're working on, or just tell me what you're working on. And if you have any tips, or if this has inspired you to make something pretty with gesso on tea stain papers, let me know. Okay, now we're going to put the leaf over here. I'm thinking, let's see, I think I might do it that way. Okay, yeah, I had a little bit of a blob there. I was trying to get off of the sponge. Okay. So basically this is paint with chalk or chalk with paint, however you want to look at it. So it's painting the envelopes. And the reason why you use gesso, if I'm understanding correctly, is it's so that you can put other things on the paper of any sort. So I'm going to be putting napkins and washi tape, and then something really cool I got off the Home Shopping Network. Okay. Alright, now this is getting in the way. I don't want it to... There. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Shot. Okay. 2 more to go. This is fun. I hope you're enjoying watching me do this. It just is fun to get tips and techniques from other crafters. And I thought it would be cool to just share the process with you. Okay. Definitely can see that you want to be able to make your own gesso, because that bottle, we used a coupon at Michael's, and my husband said it was, I think, $5.50, I believe it was, after the coupon. But that bottle, I mean, you could get a lot out of it, but you would get a lot more if you made it yourself. Okay, now the flower on this corner, and I didn't put anything underneath my cutting mat. It's my quilt cutting mat, fabric cutting mat. I will have to clean that up. Now it's all white, decorated with gesso. Okay. And I'm going to be doing a series on Lyme disease. I've had Lyme disease since 2004. And I'm going to share my journey and what I do to treat the Lyme. I use alternative because I cannot take antibiotics anymore. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe to my channel, because Lyme is a terrible disease, and more people are getting Lyme. They're recognizing now, finally, and more states in the United States, and children are getting Lyme in lots of areas. If you just go right here on YouTube and look it up, you will find out that in Pennsylvania, lots of children are getting it, and that's forced them to look into getting help from other countries such as Europe who is the top educated nations for alternative in treating infectious diseases such as Lyme. Okay, that was the last envelope. I think it's pretty cool. I love this effect on the envelopes. Okay, so yesterday this was my hand punched. I think I'm going to add some more, but I can't do it now because it's wet. Ah! Okay, so we're going to close this up. Ooh, where am I going to lay this? Okay, I'm going to put it on the plastic bag. See, this is why I wear gloves. Look at this. It's all over the place. Okay, I'm going to try to clean that up there. Okay, now I'm putting my sponge brush back into the Ziploc bag where I had the stencil from yesterday, but that's okay because I can always make another one. And now I'm going to close this up. Boy, today was a messy job. Yesterday I did not get this all over me like this. All over the gloves. Okay, gloves are coming off. Alright, now we will be adding a product that I bought on the Home Shopping Network. So tomorrow I will come back and show you. Let me grab a bottle out of the container real quick across the room. And this is a beautiful product. It is, let me see here. Okay, it's opal polish, and it's a paste, and it has a sponge applicator. This pops off, and this is your sponge. And then it smells like mica that's in your makeup. And it has a sheen, and when you put it on different colored papers, like in the white and black, darker colors, it gives you two different color effects. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this tomorrow. I may get some makeup sponge brushes from the dollar store and not use this applicator because I'm not sure what's going to happen, and it's a bigger sponge in here, and I want to be able to control it better. But anyway, so this is the product that I will be applying to the envelopes tomorrow over the gesso, just to pretty it up. So instead of it being just the white, and you see how it gets really muted once it dries. These are the ones we did yesterday. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.